Hey everyone, it's the Golden Centurion here, back at it again with another video. So today I'm bringing you guys a different kind of video towards my channel. Today I'm bringing you guys a Kingdom Hearts video. So Kingdom Hearts is a series that I've loved, and I've always wanted to do some YouTube content on it. So I decided, why not? So the type of Kingdom Hearts video I'm bringing you guys is something unique that I personally have not seen on YouTube before. It's basically a Heartless guide or a Heartless spotlight. So in these episodes, I'm going to be putting a spotlight on the different Heartless. So I'll be going over something like their stats, their features, the experience you get for beating them, some of the items they drop, some cool facts, and the worlds that you can find them at. So I think it'll be a really cool and interesting series. However, I really want your guys' opinions on this, as it's something new that I'm bringing to the channel, and I haven't seen it before. So any way that you guys can think I can improve on this or do differently, anything like that, please, please, please leave it in the comments down below. I'll make sure to read all of that. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. So the Heartless I'm going to be covering in this video are the Shadow Heartless and the Soldier Heartless. These are the two most basic Heartless in Kingdom Hearts, so I figured they were a good place to start. So first, the Shadow Heartless. So the Shadow Heartless is, as you can see here, looks kind of like a human. However, it has main features that distinct it. It has antennas for one. It has 3 claws, as well as beady eyes. It's widely been known as kind of like an ant-like Heartless. It looks very similar to an ant, and it is kind of smaller. These Heartless are spread out for the entirety of the game. They're in the most worlds, most widely known. They're the standard Heartless. They are known as the Shadow Heartless. So the worlds in which you can find them. So you can find them on Destiny Islands. You can find them on Traverse Town. All the districts in Traverse Town. You can find them in Wonderland. You can find them in Deep Jungle. You can find them in Agrabah. When you go to Monastro, they're there. They're in Halloween Town. You can find them in Neverland. They're in Hollow Bastion as well as in the End of the World. So what I do not have put in here, as you guys can see, is I do not have a Dive to the Heart. They are the enemies that you play at the very beginning of the game when you're in that section. As well as I did not put Olympus Coliseum. They are in multiple different rounds in Olympus Coliseum, basically in the Beginner's Cup. So as I said, they're in almost every single world, at least once. The world that I know they're not in, however, is Atlantica. And that is probably because they do not swim. So, what is the strategies I recommend when you face these types of Heartless? So, some of the strategies I recommend are that you have to know going in that they take neutral damage from all attacks. No matter if you hit them with your Keyblade or with some magic attacks, they're taking 0.1 from everything. What this means is they do not resist any damage, so you don't have to worry about not using fire on them, and they're not taking any like super effective damage or anything. So basically, just go at them and attack them like you would any regular monster. So advice, any attack they have can be blocked. However, when they're blocked, you do not get a tech point. So this is sad, but it is still nice to block them as you're not taking any damage. One of the strategies that they like to do is sink into the ground. This can be seen on the right. So when they sink into the ground, you can't hit them with your Keyblade and you have to wait for them to pop up. This is very annoying, however, it doesn't really benefit them any much, as when they pop up, you can block them again and proceed to kill them with your Keyblade. So something that I've always recommended is that if there's only 1 or 2 Heartless, or a number that you can handle, kill them with your Keyblade, no need to waste any of your magic, your MP. However, if there's multiple and they're getting annoying or you're low on health, you might as well just use a quick spell and send them into oblivion. So, what are the items they drop? So, like most creatures, they drop health bars, or not health bars, they drop HP balls, they drop money, and they have a chance to drop potions, as well as they have a 6% chance, I believe, to drop a Lucid Shard. Yeah, it's 6%. So, they have decent farming, and you have some chance to get a couple items. The EXP that you'll gain for defeating them, before you save Kyrie, depending on the world that you're on, it ranges from 1 EXP to 16 EXP, and after you save Kyrie in Hollow Bastion, you get 30 EXP. So, not much, but it makes sense since they're not bulky and they do not hit hard at all. So, some fun facts about these Heartless. They're the first enemy that you ever fight and dive to the heart, which I think is pretty cool, but it makes sense since they're the standard Heartless. They're one of the very few pure blood Heartlesses out there. There's only about 10, I believe, actually less than 10. You actually get to play as one, which is really cool. Sora turns into one, and this is not what he looks like. That is anti-Sora. He just looks like a regular old Heartless, and you get to run around Hollow Bastion as one for a little bit. And their attack is known as claw attacks. That's just kind of basic since they have a claw. So there was a fun facts that I could find on the Shadow Heartless. So now we're going to jump into the Soldier Heartless. So the Soldier Heartless is probably the second most common Heartless out there. I would guess he's probably about second. He's definitely in the top 5 for most common. So what distinguishes him from the Shadow Heartless is one, he has armor, as you guys can see, which goes along with his name, the Soldier Heartless. It makes sense that the soldier would have armor. He has the emblem on him, the Heartless emblem, right there on his chest, as you guys can clearly see. He also has multiple more claws, as he has 4. That's more than the other Heartless, as well as he has a different shade of blue to him than the regular Shadow Heartless. So those are the features that kind of distinct him. As you guys can also see, his eyes are a bit back. So what worlds can these Soldier Heartlesses be found on? Well, they can be found on Traverse Town, which is the second world you visit, if you don't count Destiny Island as the first. They can be found in Wonderland, Agrabah, Monastro, and Hollow Bastion. So they're pretty common, as you guys can see. They can be found in 5 different worlds, which is a pretty good amount, which makes sense as they are probably the second easiest Heartless to defeat. So defeating them, what do I recommend? Similar to the Shadow Heartless, they take neutral damage from everything. So it doesn't matter if you use your Keyblade or Magic. However, I wouldn't really waste MP on them. Something different than the Shadow Heartless is that you actually get a tech point for blocking them. You can get 1 tech point for just blocking the hit, and it is fairly simple to block the hit. So that's pretty cool. It allows you to level up a bit faster. While the Shadow Heartless would sink in to the ground and go, the Soldier Heartless tend to jump at you and try and claw you. So that's a main difference between them. So just be ready to block. And if you actually block some of these hits, they take recoil damage. One of their main strats is to try and swarm you. And all this means is that you just kind of gotta use magic to get out of there, or just hack and slash with your Keyblade. Similar to the Shadow Heartless, I recommend that if there is just 1 or 2, go ahead and use your Keyblade, no need to waste MP. And if there's multiple, go ahead and use some MP. So the items that they drop money, they drop HP balls, and they drop potions. And I cannot find any images, but they also do drop spirit shards. It's an 8% chance to get them, which isn't bad, meaning a bit more, probably about 1 in 12 or 1 in 11 will drop a spirit shard. And you have a 1% chance to get a protect chain, which is really hard, but protect chains are pretty cheap anyways. So before saving Kyrie, you get 3 EXP, and after saving Kyrie, you go all the way up to 90. So they're not the worst in giving you XP. Alright, so some fun facts about the Soldier Heartless. So the very first time you see the Soldier Heartless is when you walk into the 2nd District, I believe, in Traverse Town, and you see a man being taken out by a Heartless. His heart is then turned into a Soldier Heartless. So that's the first time you get to experience them, which is pretty cool, I think. It introduces you to a new type of Heartless. And when I first played the game, I wondered why this one looks different. And, well, now you guys know. So you get 1 tech point for blocking their attacks, and after you're saving Kyrie, you get a whole 9 tech points for if you block their super scratch or scratch attack. So that's a pretty whopping amount. They take recoil if their rotating kick is blocked. And the soldier that I just mentioned earlier is never defeated by Sora, so I thought that was interesting. He just escapes away into the darkness. And even though they're known as the Soldier Heartless, they happen to lack teamwork, which I thought was kind of ironic. Alright everyone, so this concludes my video. I want to thank you all for watching this. Feel free to comment down below on any criticisms or any compliments that you guys have. I will read all of these, and I will make sure to try and take your guys' opinions and further improve my series. So I will make sure to respond to all comments, and go ahead and leave a suggestion for which Heartless I should do next. I have a couple of ideas of what I want to do, but I'll make sure to take your guys' opinions into consideration. So if you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, and even sub if you guys are up to it. Hope to see you guys again in episode 2. Peace.